Okay, cool.
Mama,
Dude, we did it again every goddamn week. Fuck you. All right.
Welcome, friends, family, and neighbors.
To another edition, a very special edition of Prairie Dawgs.
Yep. The Halloween edition, the 28th episode.
Totally. 28th, coming out on the 28th. You see that?
Can you believe that?
Coincidence? Numerology. Illuminati.
Synchronicity.
Felicity, the TV show.
Yeah. Delicity, when something tastes yummy.
Yeah. Delicio.
Oh, yeah, it's not delivery, though. It's delicity.
It's, yeah. Totally. We got a very special, well, we don't, this isn't a special episode.
Yeah, it's like a Halloween-style episode. I got another somewhat spooky lore, a supernatural spooky lore. So it's a Halloween episode for all intents
tuned.
and purposes.
We've been warned by multiple people to not call it Spooktober.
Yeah.
For a host of reasons that we won't go into here, but we're not going to call it that.
No, but it's hard to find a catchy, jingle or a name for, because Toyotathon's taken.
Toyotathon, dude, that was ours.
Yeah.
Toyotathon.
I thought one was fun. I saw a funny one the other day. It was Mazda has an event. It's called the Mazda Find Out event.
Mazda Find Out.
Is that a threat? Yeah, Mazda, find out if the brakes even work.
Find out.
Drive this downhill.
Hop in the car and fuck around. See what happens.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Toyota has the fuck around event. Mazda has the find out event.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, and the Prairie Dogs have this episode sponsored by Rumors Comedy Club.
Rumors Comedy Club. Who's in town this week?
Paul Meyerhog.
Oh, he's funny as shit.
Yeah, as funny as he is kind, a rare case. And when I say that, I mean that he is very funny and very kind.
True.
Because I'm as funny as I am kind. I'm just not very kind.
Yeah. No, he's funny, but he's medium kind.
And you know what I like about him? Is that he remembers me.
Yeah, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. I'm like, what a great guy. Why? Because he knew your name?
Yeah, it's been a theme on the Chris Locke episode, wanting Tom Green to like him.
Honestly.
You wanting Mick Foley to like you.
Yep.
And I want everyone to like me and or at least remember me.
Everybody just wants to be loved, but that's how low the bar is in terms of comedy courtesy. If you remember my name, I think you're like a great guy. That's how low it is.
Yeah. And I'll give you an extra oomph on my podcast plug like I am now.
Yeah, hell
You got to see Paul, man. See, it pays off in spades.
Paul's dope. We got tickets to give away. Hop in our DMs, all right? Follow us on Instagram. Tell your friends about the podcast. Follow us on YouTube. And, dude, we'll send you free tickets.
Halloween, for the Halloween show, the Halloween early show.
You keep saying Halloween. It's
Halloween. Because it's like, hell.
Well, yeah, but...
Like the band. Or I don't know.
There's a
It's
band
not
called
Halloween. I think it's regional because I also say Bolth.
Both?
Both.
Both? What do you mean?
Both. Like if there's two things,
Yeah.
I'll take both of them.
Why is that bad? Both.
Both.
How do they say it anywhere else?
Both.
Okay. Oh, you say both.
Both.
Oh,
I'm throwing an L in there.
That is weird. Oh, yeah, you're throwing the L in there.
Both.
Both. Just like the roof.
You're saying
roof.
both.
Yeah. You ever hear roof?
Oh, I would do something bad to a roof person.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
I got a toothache. Stop
Yeah.
it.
I got a toothache. Yeah, that is weird.
You wouldn't say it. And you shouldn't.
Speaking of bands, though, we're plugging your band today.
Yeah, we could. We'll do a lore. We'll do a lore on that. I found this in my car, in my CD player. I drive a '94 Civic.
Yeah. What's the band called?
A Broken Summer.
A Broken Summer.
It's pretty funny. It's actually that's pretty close.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
Yeah. So we'll dig into that in a future episode.
Okay, well, because you got some pretty good. I'm sorry to bring it up now, but you got some pretty good song titles. Stage 5 Clinger.
Yep.
Kiss Me, I'm in a Band.
Yeah, those are actually probably the best songs too.
Okay.
Beach parentheses Light Up the Sky was another hit. That one was quite good.
Hell yeah.
This came out in 2011 for just reference.
Judgment Calls.
Yep.
Judgment Calls.
Oh yeah, I did.
Judgment Calls.
I thought it was more of like a Judgment Calls.
Oh, Judgment Calls.
Which doesn't really make sense. Like you got to make a judgment call. Like,
it's not judgment calling. It's a judgment call.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then Lighthouse, that's a fourth song. We put that one in because we just didn't think there was actually enough songs.
Oh, okay.
We didn't have that one written until we hit the studio.
So you just wrote some quick pieces.
We didn't even write it. The Jordan Power, the very talented singer, piano player, songwriter, we just kind of locked him in the room of the studio and said, "We need one more, brother."
Jordan Power. I went to school with that guy.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if you did.
Interesting.
You seem way too old to have gone to school with him.
Well, creative communications. I was the oldest guy there.
Oh, sure. I think you might have gone to school with his brother.
No.
Okay.
I think it was Jordan Power. I don't know. Maybe. Then you got a song called Single.
Yeah, that was based on the famous Facebook status.
Man, this is just a bunch of young men just trying to pick up the ladies.
It does really paint a picture of the era, I think.
It does.
2011, those are the song titles. Band, once again, called The Broken Summer. Name of the album, Waves, Stars, and Backseats of Cars. That's pretty...
Hell yeah.
You gotta like that.
That is great.
And then the inside credits, almost illegible. Impossible to read.
Yeah, no, that's...
So dark.
That's black
On
font
black.
on dark gray font.
Yeah.
So that's a tough read.
So I think on a future episode, we'll go over, maybe the lore will be like 2007 to 2011 era Winnipeg pop punk bands.
Pop punk. This is like Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco worship.
We wish. We thought so.
Okay, cool.
For sure. We actually, on the last song, we have two of the guys from the band Set It Off, who are still quite, I think, popular and successful.
It's a good band name.
Mm-hmm. Like the Jada, is she in that movie, Set It Off? Jada Pinkett?
Jada Pinkett Sit.
I only watch white movies. Never mind.
Yeah. Why are you watching that?
I've seen The Revenant.
Oh. Yeah, it's a good movie.
I just saw the new Leo movie actually the other day.
What?
One Battle After Another.
Oh,
the new Leo DiCaprio film.
What's it? Oh, how is it?
It's good.
Because it's fucking bombing right now. There's a couple of bombs. That and Tron, everything's bombing right now.
I think the Leo film's going to have a bit of a slingshot effect where right now it doesn't do well in theaters, and these films never do. And then come February, everyone's going to go, oh, Leo's in the running for Best Actor. And they're going to go, we got to see this movie. And then it will do well after.
Yeah. I was hoping it would do good because Paul Thomas Anderson is the man. He really is one of the best directors of our time.
I don't care for directors.
This is now a film podcast. We're going to be discussing film.
Yeah,
not
I don't
movies.
care. You know what? I will
Film.
say that as much as I say that I'm like, oh, I don't care about directors or how they direct or stuff. There was a lot of shots and like choices in this movie where I found myself consciously going, oh, that's cool that he did that.
That's cool. Yeah. On some like David Fincher shit where you're like, oh man, everything's dark. I like this.
Yeah. Or just, I was like, yeah, all right. Good job, man.
Yeah, totally. Did we talk about A Long Walk on the podcast? I feel like I
Yes.
gave
And
that.
I saw it now.
Oh, how was it?
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. See, that's exactly the reaction we were talking
As
about.
advertised.
It was good.
It was just fine.
Yeah, it was fine. It was the first half. It had so much potential to be great. And then the way the movie goes, it brings you up to a point and then it just lets you hang there.
Didn't love that the white man lost.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like that's not the right metaphor. That's not the right message to send to young white men. What, that we
Yeah.
lose sometimes?
They're already angry. Give them something.
Come on. Yeah, the white man at the end should have met a strong role model who taught him how to eat meat.
Yeah,
That's how
totally.
the film should end.
Totally. Take a scrotal greens and lift a goddamn weight.
Scrotally, dude.
Speaking of that, Placebex, if you want your order, get in the DMs. The back of the CD, it says All Rights Reserved. My buddy used to be in a band called All Rights Reserved. Same, also a pop punk band.
You can't do that.
Well, All Rights Reserved, that was a good name for a pop punk band at that time. Because this was like 2004, 2005 era punk, where it was a lot of like No Slack or
Yes.
All Rights Reserved.
Name already taken.
Yeah, Too Fat to Skate, band names like that. You know what I mean? They played a show one time with this band called Sugar Free Goods.
Yeah, that's
and
a good
what
one.
they would do is they'd be on stage. It was one of the worst bands of all time. Shout out Sugar Free Goods. What they would do
The
is
shout out you want.
when they started losing the goodwill of the crowd, they would reach into their pockets. They had sugar-free goods, like licorice that was made with not sugar, and then they would throw it out
And
to
that
the
would
crowd.
win the crowd over, or the crowd would throw it back in anger once they realized it was sugar free.
It won me over. An obese teenager just starving, trying to act cool. I was like, fuck yeah, throw me some licorice. I don't care if it's sweetened with honeydew. Give it over.
Another good show, fellas. We've continued to curate a fully diabetic fan base.
Yeah, totally. We're curing obesity.
Yeah, none of
One shit show at a time.
Eventually at our shows, people will just be collapsing as their sugar spikes.
Huh.
We have an intermission at our show.
Did you ever go on tour with this band?
No.
No?
We went on tour from the Park Theater to a different venue,
Park Theater to a different. Okay, sick. Well, hey, that's a tour.
also in the city.
Nice.
It's a tour of the great city of Winnipeg.
Yeah, great.
No, we had fun though.
From Charleswood to Transcona, we've been all over this.
We had fun. A lot of these guys still play in good bands in the city. I wish I could.
Oh, really?
I wish I could name some of them, but to be honest, all of them are in so many.
Yeah.
Each of them are in 4 bands. They're all good,
Sure.
but they all blend into one band in my head.
A Broken Summer.
Yep, my band that I'm still in.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
judgment calls.
Yeah, we'll throw some of these in. I'm trying to figure out. That's what I was telling Tim. Is the problem is that it's on CD, right?
Yeah.
Which is a relic of a bygone era.
Well, start a Bandcamp, dude. You never know.
Well, but I got to get the songs off of this
Yeah.
into online.
Yeah. That sounds stupidly
You know what I mean?
simple. I don't know how to do it. I was about to say, well, but I don't know.
Right now, I'm tapping the disc on my computer and hoping it transfers via Bluetooth.
Transfer
Yeah.
data.
Hey Siri, transfer data.
Yeah. Is it in there?
So I'll figure that out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell them once I get it on here. I'm gonna put it on a bunch of USBs and then I'll sell them as merch.
Yeah. Here's my band's demo. Here's a sticker. That's actually pretty good comedy merch.
It's not bad.
Here's my demo.
I used to have a whole bunch of those, but when I was an angry young man, my friend got a pellet gun, and we went out and we shot them with the pellet gun.
That's a great time.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I just wish I still had more sealed copies of these to pass on to, I don't know. Probably not gonna have kids, so I don't know. I don't know who I'd pass these on to. Just someone else's kid.
Yeah, totally.
I wrote these a little bit.
I wrote these tunes. Here you go, child I don't know.
I didn't contribute a whole lot, truthfully.
What'd you play?
I played bass,
Okay, cool.
but I learned how to play bass for the purpose of the band, really. Like, I didn't play bass and then looked for a band.
Yeah.
I was like, I'd like to be in a band, so I'll just learn the songs.
I feel like you can do that with the bass. You're just hitting one string, you're playing the root note.
They would say that. They say, hey, on this song, why don't you take the bass line for a walk, you know? And I would go, why don't I leash it out back? So I'd say, bass line's actually tired. Bass line needs a nap inside.
Yeah.
More of a Great Dane.
Actually, bassline's got a barking problem. We're gonna put it back in its cage. All right.
Yeah, so we'd be rehearsing, and they'd go, what if the riff was like, it was like a E, A, D, G, or whatever, and I'd go, yeah, that's, I love it. What string and fret would that be?
Yeah. So you're talking 3, 5, 7?
Yep.
Okay, cool. On the fat string? Okay, nice. That's exactly, I mean, I play guitar at home. I don't know, EAD. I don't know any of that shit.
I know none of the theory. One time during a show, my nut broke. Are you familiar with the nut? The part at the top of the neck that the string kind of sits in.
Oh, yeah,
at
yeah.
the headstock.
Sure.
Broke.
Nut.
Mid-set. And then I was just like noticing that the strings, of course, now the notes are playing horribly. And one of the other guys looked at me and was just like, like gave me the hand gesture, like, no, you can just stop.
Just stop playing.
So I just kind of stood there like, I guess this is our last song as a Rob Lucky for that, but I was fucked.
Guys are like, dude, the last half of that song sounded really good. Wow. I've never heard it sound that good without the bass.
I guess additional context is that I'm also left-handed. So normally you'd just be like, oh, give me the other band's bass or whatever, but it's like, I can't play it upside down.
Oh, shit. A lefty, too.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, we had 2 lefties. So you'd look at our band on stage and we'd look just fucked up.
Yeah.
So you're not used to seeing guitars like pointing that way. It's honestly, it sounds simple, but you see it and you're like, something's up with this band. Are they biracial?
Is this a video? Did someone flip the image?
That's what it feels like. It feels like someone flipped because it just feels weird. You're like, that guy's posture's wrong or something.
Image flip. It's like when you take a celebrity and you flip their image, everything looks a little weird. You're like, I know that's, Dennis Reynolds from, It's Always Sunny, but you flip that image, it's like, that's bizarre.
Uncanny Valley.
It looks like, exactly. It looks AI.
Yeah.
But that's why I've always learned you got to bring some extra humbuckers and some pickups in your gig bag, bro.
God, I was always scared of, not for the bass guitar, because I was like, if I break a string, it's going to rip my hand off.
Yeah.
These things are fucking cello strings. They go dung, dung, dung.
Yeah, you're playing hydro lines.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
Hydro lines are great. It's funny, pictures like a giant playing cello and like dung, 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 on telephone wires.
Totally. You know who taught me how to play guitar was my mom. She actually, she went to a friend's place one time, and I didn't know how to play the guitar, but I really wanted to play the guitar. I'm like 15 years old, right? So I was like, jamming, but I didn't know what I was doing, so I just hit one string at a time, kind of bass style. And she came home from some friends that she had in Landmark. She came home, and she was just like, you know what? This little boy named Ian told me. He said you put this finger here and this finger there. And this is how Metallica writes all their songs. And I was like, Mom, fuck off. I'm playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. But it actually, that's all I've ever learned from guitar is what my mom taught me on that one day is like, boom, boom.
You really can just learn, like, when people are like, oh, I'm self-taught. It's like, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, you can actually do that. And
almost everything but math.
I mean, I've taught myself nothing new. I've gotten pretty fast at the power chords, but I still don't know a D chord, A chord, G chord. I don't know any of that.
Don't need it.
And funny story, that guy who taught my mom that, who taught me that, I would go to be in a band later with him, a Christian metalcore band called Not Forsaken at a Landmark. Hell yeah.
We were not forsaken.
We were not, see, all of you were forsaken. We had the Lord. We are not forsaken. We want to make that clear.
You guys were forsaken by the Lord. Us, we were not.
Yeah, he likes us.
Yeah.
Hates you, loves us.
Was in another band called Chosen People. We were a Jewish rock band.
Yeah, it was a Jewish deathcore band.
Yeah. Grindcore.
Yeah, totally.
Sideburn core.
Yeah, sideburn core. It's called Gaza core.
Oh, boy.
Sorry.
It's more of a Sepultura, actually.
Yeah,
what I just did.
War for Territory. Anyways.
I'm not familiar with that one.
I'm geeking out for music.
I'm not familiar with that one. I only know waves, stars, and back seats of cars.
Stage 5 Clinger.
Do you know any Yellow Card albums? I'm more familiar with that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you're a big pop punk guy. You like, well, we were talking ska, and you mentioned this band. What was it called? Heads in the Sky?
I don't think I said that at all.
Okay. What was it called? Heads on Pikes?
Oh, close.
Oh, no, that was my fucking power violence project. That was my
No, that was
noise
my
core.
fourth band in grade 8 with the Mennonite boys.
Yeah, totally.
I was in an Amish grime core band called Horse Carriage.
It's called Menocost.
Yeah, we had so many good songs, couldn't put them online though. Kind of hard to spread the word.
Yeah, totally. We kept getting flagged for flagrant use of porno.
Yeah, tough to tour as an Amish metal band when you got to load up the horse carriage.
Yeah, totally.
Carry your non-powered amp from town to town.
Dude, we used to get wrecked on buttermilk before every show. Fucking tear the house down.
You're thinking, what's an Amish metal band sound like? Well, you ever heard Mumford & Sons? It's kind of like that, because nothing can be electric, so it's still pretty soft, but the intention's there.
It's acoustic drone. That's what we used to play.
Amish shoegaze.
Yeah, totally. One note for 3 hours. People stopped hearing it. 2 hours and
Amish
59
throat
minutes
singing?
ago. Yeah.
Not bad.
Amish throat singing is, no, Mennonite throat singing would be this.
Hey.
Yeah, that's all it would be. Don't. This is a Mennonite song. It's called Whatever You're Doing, It's Not, It's Evil. Don't. Don't do that.
Yeah, so
Don't.
because of your deeply Mennonite upbringing, how was the celebration of Halloween?
You know, it varied year by year. It depended on whatever whim my parents were on. Sometimes they were like, yeah, who gives a shit? And they would just dress us up. We'd go do Halloween. And like even today, it's year by year. Sometimes my parents are like, yeah, we got a bunch of kids are coming through. We got candy. And then the next year, kind of like the religion kicks in. They're like, we don't celebrate that. So it's tough. I don't know how to call it. But a lot of people, you know, growing up in rural Manitoba where I was from, yeah, they wouldn't celebrate Halloween. So they would get all the Christian kids and they would meet at the church and they would play, you know, God games and
Scrabble.
eat candy and stuff like that. The other kids, they're dressing up spooky like witches and stuff like that, like small children
They're getting
do.
spooked up.
It's a weird, it was a weird Ned Flanders type upbringing.
Sure, yeah.
But
Flanders Field.
yeah. Whoa. My parents were always cooler. I mean, there were some kids that were really, they were hard
okay.
up. No Halloween, no movies, no Simpsons. My parents,
No
luckily,
birthdays. I think they were Jehovah's, turns out.
yeah. Luckily, my parents were we were so poor and my parents were so desperate financially. Most of the time, they didn't have time to give a shit about all that crap. They're
And
just
you
like,
needed the free candy.
yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you're eating this month, boy.
Yeah. Go get your dinner, dress up, and bring us some. We're starving.
Dad, isn't it satanic? Boy, we celebrate any holiday with free food.
Yeah, exactly.
And clothes. Is there a holiday with free clothes at all?
Yeah. Get
Oh,
some.
that's fun.
Ask them to get you a Mars bar and a pair of socks.
There's no wish list, Dad. It's Halloween. You get what they give you.
Yeah. I think they fluctuate from like year to year because sometimes they, they don't really like the Halloween spirit, but other times I think they kind of realize that it's just a bunch of kids having fun and being spooky is having fun.
Well, that's nice as they're getting older. Then I assume they are.
Yeah. To be fair, sorry to cut you off.
No, it's all right.
To be fair, though, I mean, some of these people with the Halloween decorations, they're going too far. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Well, with the gore and stuff like that.
Oh, sure.
Dude.
Yeah.
They
It doesn't
got,
need to be gory. It should be fun.
It looks like some people's houses in Wolseley. It looks like a fucking Cannibal Corpse album.
Yeah.
It's insane. They got half-eaten corpses on there. I'm like, dude, my kid's dressed as Buzz Lightyear. He's 4 years old. Take that shit down. What are we doing? Isn't butchered at birth Cannibal Corpse?
Yeah, it is.
Chill.
Yeah. Abortion flyers.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of which, you ever check out any haunted houses?
No, I don't care to be startled, to be honest. Mm-hmm. I don't love a jump scare. I think we said this as far as movies before, but I don't like the jump scares. I prefer a suspense. I prefer a comedy.
Sure.
A comedy horror, perhaps.
Yeah.
But I don't like to be scared. I don't want to be haunted. I mean,
Shaun of the Dead, all-time great film.
Yeah, something like that I like. Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
But you're not going to see The Conjuring or anything.
No, and I don't like the gore. No, that was even almost too much for me.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, even that, I peed a little bit,
Yeah.
But I like Halloween as a thing. I like, I'm like a millennial through and through where I'm not proud of this, but I like a pop punk. I like a Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
I like that stuff.
Yeah, you like it wholesome.
Halloween Town.
Sure.
Those films.
Yeah.
Calabar's Revenge. I like that stuff.
Yeah. See, I like the scaring up to a point. Like, I do enjoy a good... Like, those slashers are kind of funny sometimes, but sometimes horror movies get fucking dark, dude. Like, remember the Hostel movies? It was just like 2 hours of the guy just...
It was just scared of that. Like, that doesn't scare me because I have no fear of like being captured and chopped up. Well, so when I see that, I'm not like, oh, what if that happens to me?
Sure.
I don't like to hear like a scary story. Then I'm haunted for weeks.
Okay. Fair enough.
Like, this one? Okay, this one stuck with me for many years. I still think about it sometimes, but it doesn't scare me as much as it used to. And it's not even that, to preface, I don't think it's that scary, but I just know that it damaged my young brain.
Sure.
So it's like the old folk tale, I don't even know what you would call this, the old story of the kid who's at home and he can't quite get to sleep most nights, but he's got his trusty dog, right? And sometimes his dog likes to sleep under the bed where he sleeps, and that's okay. But before bed, he'll stick his hand under the bed and the dog will lick him and he'll go, good night, buddy, like as if kisses, right? So he goes to bed. And then one morning, though, he wakes up and his dog's, he calls for his dog doesn't answer, maybe? But he sticks his hand under the bed, the dog licks his hand, so he goes, okay, it's all good. He goes to bed. But he wakes up, and in his bathtub, he finds his dog has been killed.
Oh.
And in the mirror, written in blood, it says, humans can lick too.
Oh, it was Uncle Terry the whole time. Fuck, dude. Uncle Terry, my dog.
Humans can jack off too.
The kid's like, what?
Yeah, but I was
that's a pretty scary story. Yeah.
Yeah, just like it's like a spine chiller.
Yeah.
Sure.
But
then like I've never stuck my hand under my bed in my life.
Yeah.
But now for 30 years, I'm like, well, I better not now.
Sure.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Halloween's not for me. I prefer Christmas.
Yeah. I prefer Easter.
Yeah. Why'd you say it like that?
Well, because that's a different type of fear, just seeing Jesus get stomped on every year.
They keep replaying it.
Growing up, honestly, that's what scared me most. Easter was way more scary than Halloween growing up because we'd watch some sort of Jesus movie to what he would do. And it was just 90 minutes of Jesus just taking a shit kicking. And I was just a little boy. I'm like, oh, stop it. So Easter was a breeze. Yeah, I was like, dude, who gives a shit about a witch? Do you see what they did to Jesus? Fuck, dude. Oh, that doesn't happen.
Shouldn't have been called Passion of the Christ because it was like it was the other guys that were passionate.
Yeah.
They were like, let's get him.
Dude, Passion of the guy with the whip.
Yeah, Passion of the Romans or whatever. Who got him? The Hebes?
I think it was a collab, honestly. Oh. Yeah, I heard a scary story growing up that kind of affected me. It was like this there was an escaped a killer had escaped a mental institution, right? Mm-hmm. So there was this guy and this girl, and they were out in the woods and they were at makeout point, and then they hear the radio announcement where it's like, be on the lookout for blah blah blah. He's on the loose. Please watch out. Mm-hmm. And then the girl kind of hears like a noise in the woods, and she's like, oh shit. And then the guy's like, don't worry, babe, I'll check it out. So he goes, he checks it out. He doesn't come back. And she's like, what the hell? What's going on? And then she's like wondering where he is. She starts hearing scratching on the top of her car, like a scratching noise. And she's sitting there and she's like, where the hell is Dale? Where is he? Come back. And she can't get any service or whatever. Blah, blah. And she waits there and waits there. And then she finally just gets so scared that she runs out of the car and she looks back to see what the scratching noise was. And here's where I've heard two different endings to this story.
Okay, let's go.
The first ending, her boyfriend is hanging upside down from a tree with his guts hanging out and he's swaying. And the scratching noise is his head on the car.
Okay.
And then
his hair is sharp a little bit.
Totally. Exactly. He's got sharp hair.
Spiky gel hair. This is early 90s.
Dude, it was dippity-doo.
Frosted tips.
That's what it's called.
Dippity-doo is firm.
Story of dippity-doo. That shit was like concrete.
Slime down.
Yeah, remember that? You put like a dab in the morning and you couldn't cut that shit with an angle grinder. But anyways.
Helmet style.
Yeah, exactly. Totally. The fuck helmets in football.
Got your helmet on? Yeah, mom. Donk, donk, donk.
NFL, now sponsored by Dippity Doo.
CTE proof.
Yeah, exactly. The second ending to that story was that because this killer was deranged, she ran back, she looked at the killer, and the killer was scratching with his finger. And he was 1 millimeter from getting through the car.
Oh, that's the way he wanted to get in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he was mentally deranged.
With his fingernail?
Yeah.
Wow, he was scraping for a while. She sat in there for 4 days.
Yeah.
What is that noise?
Oh, God, that's so annoying.
Where's
this isn't
my
even
boyfriend?
Yeah. He's at Arby's. He's fine.
Yeah, sun has come up and gone down 4 different times.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know the way home.
She could literally drive out of there. She just doesn't like driving.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard that version with also he had a hook for a hand.
Oh, sure. Yeah, old hooky.
Yeah, and he had 3 hooks for hands.
Yeah.
One of them was an attachment. He got an adapter to make his one port for his one hook, 2 hooks.
His left hand was a hook, and his right hand was a hook, and his feet were hooks, and his head was a hook.
You guessed it. And his right in Jewish lore, there's that version where his right hand is a menorah. And she hears 8 scrapes on the top of her car.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, they have different tales.
Yeah,
of haunting.
It's the haunting dreidel.
Oh, that's spooky. Oh, you didn't save enough for retirement.
Yeah. How's Halloween growing up with you? I mean, you didn't like to be scared, so what did you dress up as?
Nah, like an M&M.
Okay.
Or like a Power Ranger.
Did you ever dress up as anything you might get canceled for?
I was going to ask you that.
I did. I did.
Okay, I'll go first. Okay, you go first, and I'll think if I had been. I don't think I did, but I'll think.
Well, my family, in our Mennonite roots, we had connections back in Paraguay. And so when we went over there, we were picking up all the little knickknacks. We picked up, an indigenous headband.
Okay.
So I went as a native for 1 year for Halloween. When I was
headband and feather?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
The whole thing as a 9-year-old boy, and I was doing the whole thing. I was doing the noises. I was doing everything.
They do have some of the best noises.
It is cool.
We have almost no noises, white people, eh?
No.
Because like...
fuck yeah. That's our noise. That's
like over in the Middle East, they do like... they got those ones.
Sure.
And then over here, obviously, we got the one you can't do.
Sure.
But we don't really have... Hey!
Yeah, no, that's what it is. Hey, fuck.
Yeah, I don't even know. It's so interesting.
Yeah.
Sound off in the comments if you think that white people have a noise.
Yeah. And also sound off in the comments if you dressed up as something extremely problematic. Let us know.
Would love to hear those. Yeah, would love to hear those as well. I did go to school one time after applying. I was, I don't know how I got away with this. I must have been just old enough, or maybe I was busted before heading to school as this. But I had applied my mother's lipstick to my face all over because I wanted to be the red Power Ranger. So I was doing effectively red face.
Okay.
And she said, yeah, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
And I said, no, but I'm Red Ranger.
No, you're not. You're making fun of trans people.
Okay,
Take
fine.
that off.
Fine, I'll be Black Ranger.
Fine, give me the black. Yeah, totally. Black
Yeah,
Ranger was dope. Wasn't
Give me
it?
your
Zach.
black lipstick, goth mother.
Hey, goth Betty that I call mom. Give me that black lipstick. Actually, another time I actually had to take a costume off in school. They made me take it off because me and my buddy Eric and my buddy Chris, who we call E-Bust and C-Pants, we started a band. Called Satanic Hellfire 666.
What the hell?
In Niverville, this was
your band trajectory?
in Niverville, this was very controversial.
Sure. So was this before or after the Christian rock band Not Forsaken?
This was after.
Okay.
All right. And this was an ironic band, but it was actually dope. It was Eric on drums and then me and Chris on vocals. Okay. No guitar, no bass. It was just drums and 2 vocalists.
Noise rock.
Yeah, hell yeah. And we had a couple of controversial song titles. One song was called "Fuck," and the other song was called "I Only Like White People." This is high
How
school.
old were you?
This is high school hijinks. Okay,
Classic high school hijinks.
a couple of edgelords in a Christian town.
We're just making, a screwdriver style punk rock.
Exactly. It was very controversial and not good. But we wanted to go as Halloween for the band, so I had a Domo jumpsuit because
Okay.
my brother used to work at Domo, right?
Yeah, and they would jump to the pump.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, this looks like fucking Slipknot. This is gonna be sick.
Oh, yeah, sick.
Yeah, totally. So I put on the jumpsuit, and instead of Domo, I glued a little piece of cardboard on it and wrote 666 in red spray paint.
Whoa.
And I wore it to school. And after 5 minutes, like 3 teachers came up to me like, take that off. Take that off now. This is a public school, also known as the house of the Lord. We're not doing that.
I thought you were just going to say that you covered over Domo and made it say homo.
Oh, that would have been great.
Yeah, I got kicked out because I wore the Domo jumpsuit, but I made it homophobic.
I turned a gas station into a slur.
Yeah, I was wearing my shell hat, but I made it transphobic somehow.
Yeah. I think, but that's when you kind of get away with hijinks like that. Funny edgelord shit. It's in high school and it belongs in high school. As long as you're not hurting other people. But if you're going to make those shitty edgelord jokes, high school's a great time for that.
Get them out of your system. Yeah, no, that
Get
is
them out of your system.
that is
Great
true.
point.
Nothing worse than a 40-year-old edgelord.
Honestly.
I'm just trolling, bro. I'm just trolling.
Yeah.
All right, well, don't. Troll for a job
Yeah.
on LinkedIn.
Troll for a career and a trade.
Yeah, trollindeed.com.
Yeah. But you know what? Sometimes I do feel like I am. I'm 39. I still feel like an edgelord because I think 9/11 memes still hilarious to me.
I don't think that's edgy though necessarily. You
No?
know, like it's fun. You should laugh. We're so far removed now. What has it been 40 years since 9/11? And 100 years since the Second World War.
Sure.
So you can just laugh. It's not funny. No one's saying what happened is funny. When you're laughing at like a dark thing, you're not like that. What happened was funny.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm laughing at it now because it's like, what are you gonna do about it?
What are you going to do? It was a dark day and we're taking it back.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sort of. Okay.
The N-word is okay, but I can't. Not for me to say, by the way. just to be clear.
Yeah,
For
no.
as far as just like the people that can say it saying it, and I agree, they can 100%. But I can't be like, the towers are spaghetti or whatever.
Yeah. No, 100%. Like, there's this T-shirt where, it's like 9/11. I'm about to fit 911 lasagnas in my mouth, and it's a picture
Great.
of Garfield.
Shout out Garfield.
next to Twin Towers made out of lasagna. Like that's a funny shirt. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, and if you see that and you go, my uncle died in the towers, then it's like, okay, but he would have liked this lasagna shirt.
That's a funny lasagna shirt. He's
You're actually
laughing from
dishonoring
heaven.
his memory.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. It's similar in that sense.
And there's a lot of I don't know what to tell you. There's a lot of racism on Instagram, and a lot of it is super funny, dude.
Yeah.
Like people are good at the memes. Like,
Yeah.
holy shit, is it funny out there?
It's tough because it does. I think we've brushed on this in maybe other contexts, but it does embolden the real racists.
It does.
So it's tough. You got to be careful with your satire because if they don't recognize it as satire, they begin to think like, oh, this guy's really good at doing anti-brown racism.
Sure. Yeah,
like-
who's doing that?
Oh, just everyone.
Okay, yeah.
Just generally, I just mean like if you got a meme that's like, oh, Indian people this or French people that. You can make fun of French people actually.
Yeah, French are on the board always.
Unless they're Indian. which does exist, surprisingly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, you got to be careful because then people think you're serious, and then they're like, "Yeah, right," and you're like, "Oh, I was joking. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing comedy. My bad."
Yeah. But I think there was a period, maybe 10 years ago, maybe even like 5 years ago, where you couldn't even be ironic about it and people would call you out. Now I think irony is kind of making its way back. I think you can be ironically racist over the top. You know, when you take racism and you're just dunking, like where it's like so crazy.
Yep.
That's coming back slowly. People are like, no, that's funny. And I don't think they're actually a hateful person. And I'm stoked.
Yeah, your comedy's back. Thanks, Elon.
Yeah, Elon did it.
Oh, he's done it again. I can't wait to see what he brings back next.
Oh, my heart goes out to you.
Hopefully, earnest racism.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's comedy first and then racism. Let's unlock all the portals.
Totally.
No, but it is nice to be able to joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we've said, the intention meter comes into play in the near future.
The attention meter?
Intention meter, where it's like you can judge how much hate is in your heart.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's hooked up on the hyperlink, the neural link, and so there'll be TV screens at every comedy show. And when you make a joke, little receptors in your brain will be able to detect the truth of that joke. So when you're really just a goofball, just being risque, you'll have a green check mark and be like, no, this guy's pure of heart. He's verified.
Yeah.
Pure of heart, verification. Yeah. But if you're actually like low key, like, nah, man, but this country really though is headed south, then it's be like, careful now.
But then unfortunately, within 5 years of that, you'll be able to just buy the green check mark.
True.
Even if you are hateful. So
they're gonna hack it.
It's not a perfect system.
It's not a perfect system.
The same as the blue check mark. People sometimes I pay for it every single month. It comes out of my Visa account.
How much is it?
It's like $20.
Okay.
It's worth it.
Oh, is it?
Well, because now someone sees my account and it looks nice.
Sure.
You show up in their verified folder on Instagram. There's like a separate section.
Okay.
So if I want to like comment on someone else's verified thing, they can go to only verified comments and see.
And they know you.
And they know me. They know me. They know that and sometimes people will comment, haha, paid for check mark. And then I just reply, no, I didn't. They gave it to me.
Yep. They gave it to
prove
me.
it. You know, they can't. So.
Totally.
I don't have enough followers anyway, so it doesn't matter.
How much followers?
I'm trying to break 3,000 right now, I think.
That's pretty good, man.
Most of them from the Tug Buck reel, which we've discussed previously.
That was fantastic. That was great.
Many of them now realizing that's not really what I do and slowly unfollowing me, kind of the Cryptardo curse.
Cryptardo curse. Yeah, exactly. People want one thing, and then they want you to do that one thing over and over and over and over again.
And I don't want to.
If you don't want to, if that's not, getting your creative dick hard, then, you got to sacrifice those followers.
Yep. And that's the thing. I'm a shower, not a grower when it comes to my creative dick.
Hell
so
yeah. Dude.
That's what you got. What you see is what you get.
Dude, first thing in the morning, get you off. That's the product.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard to piss with my creative dick sometimes because it's too hard in the creative toilets. You know what I mean?
This analogy is getting...
You got to lay down flat on top of it, or you got to do a handstand, and then your boner is actually pointing at the correct angle to piss down.
Down, yeah.
Yep.
So you just end up pissing in the shower.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Or on your own balls if your wiener's too small.
Yeah, creatively.
Or balls too big. Sometimes people think, if you're pissing on your balls, you must have a small wiener. Nope, huge balls.
Yeah, my balls are that big.
Just crazy sized balls. It's the Prairie Dawgs.
Still.
You can tell by my tone that it's time for the ad read.
Oh, that's a good radio voice.
Thank you. Should I use it for the rest of the pod?
Fuck no.
Well, we're here to tell you about one thing and then a second thing. First, Comedy at Lucy's, here where we record. Come see the lasagna mural in person.
Honestly, great venue. There's church pews, there's cool lights, and there's a bunch of good shows happening every goddamn week. What do we got coming up here?
Yeah, every Wednesday there's a show hosted by Mike Green, whether it's Next Up or Wine Night. Every Friday there's a great show. The last Friday of the month is my show, Bad Advice, which has been great. It's like a comedy community club.
Yeah, and
it's
in the heart of the Exchange District. If you're on a date or with the boys or whatever, and you want to show them a cool venue, this is honestly the place to go. It's dope here. You should try it.
Follow Lucy's Comedy Club. Reach out to us. We can set you up with some tickets.
Yeah,
we'd love to see you. Just come check it out. We're trying to build this place up, man. The Patreon. We fired up a Patreon.
Patreon is online. Okay, $5 a month, and you're gonna get a bunch of bonus content.
Yeah, we're going to do bonus content for every episode. So at the end of the regular episode, if you're a normie, you're going to get cut off just as you normally have been up to this point.
100%.
So you're not going to miss anything that you normally have been getting. But if you are Patreon, you're going to get bonus.
100%.
Yeah.
$5 a month. Someone said in the comments we should start at $1 a month. Patreon recommends $5 a month. We split the difference and went with $5 a month.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Sorry, that guy. We love you and we appreciate.
And that was good advice. Thanks for chiming in. That was good advice.
And I'll refund you $4 a month.
100%.
You, that one person specifically.
We got a breakfast and a breakfast sausage sandwich on an English muffin, and it came to $5.17. And we were like, you know what? Fuck it. For an entire month of podcasting bonus features, it's a breakfast sandwich, you fuck. No, I'm just joking. But
and it'll make the show better. Look at it this way. It'll make the show better. If you like how it looks, how it sounds, this will give Tim more money to do more things to make the show look better.
Hell yeah. And we got a Discord set up.
And it gives you access to a Discord.
Hell
where
yeah.
you can hang out, we'll chat, you can talk shit, whatever.
Yeah.
And it'll give you early access to stuff like the tickets that we give away.
Discounts to any merch, Placebex, Scrotal Greens, stickers, shit like that.
Yeah. Okay, when you subscribe, you already have to give your address to Patreon. I'll get it, and I'll send you either some of my stickers or the Prairie Dawgs stickers to welcome you. Shout outs on the pod, whatever you want.
Whatever you want. We're just building this up right now. So get in on the ground floor now and build it with us.
Yeah, so when 9/11 comes, we all fall together.
Yeah, exactly, dude. We'll be riding that rubble down 117 floors. We're going to die, but it's going to be sick.
Please go to the Patreon. Please come to the club. We love you. We appreciate the support. Back to the pod. Here's the Prairie lore for Halloween. Okay, man, we got a fun one.
All right.
This week for the Prairie lore. We got as spooky as I could muster last week. And to be honest, I don't prepare these weeks ahead. So we got more of a supernatural encounter more than a spooky one, but I think this falls under Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay. It's 1967.
Oh, scary hippies everywhere.
It
stinks like shit in here.
Oh, Nixon's in office.
Oh, God. They're playing folk music.
Editor's note, Nixon may not have been in office. All right. It's a quiet Manitoba morning. The wilderness, still as glass. 30 feet ahead, geese stand silently hidden by a creek. Stefan Mikulak, a middle-aged mechanic turned hobby geologist, chips quartz with his hammer. The geese erupt into a panic. He looks up, stops dead in his tracks. Two glowing red shapes drift down from the sky. They're cigar-shaped, scarlet red against the pale morning sun. One halts in midair, the other descends and lands on a flat rock less than 50 yards away.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. He later wrote, while chipping at the quartz, I was startled by the most uncanny cackle of the geese. Something had obviously frightened them. Then I saw them, two cigar-shaped objects with humps on them, descending and glowing with an intense scarlet glare.
What?
Cigar-shaped, so like a...
So there's two rods.
Well, not like... I guess, yeah, he doesn't just say if they're vertical, or if they're horizontal coming down. I would assume like this, the horizontal, like coming down to land.
Oh, okay.
Not upright. Although I don't know, that may come in the detail
crazy. Okay,
later on, but I picture it flat rather than upright.
Damn,
like the film Arrival.
Yeah,
where they're upright. I think.
And where's this?
Falcon Lake.
Holy shit, dude.
Yep. The larger object in the air hovers about 15 feet above him for 3 long minutes, then silently vanishes skyward. But the second craft remains. It looks like a classic flying saucer, metallic, disc-shaped, changing from red to gray to a shining stainless steel color as sunlight hits its surface. He watches in awe. He can see the outer shell is highly polished, like glass reflecting rainbows, like a iridescent shine.
Huh.
The edge is closer, and I quote him here, I approached the craft. It was hot to touch. It appeared to be made of a steel-like substance. There was no signs of welding or joints anywhere. The outer surface was highly polished, a silver background as the sunlight hit its sides. Suddenly, his gloved hand pressed against the hull, and he instantly feels searing heat. Hot. I noticed...
That's what he says. Hot.
No, he says this. I noticed I had burned my glove I was wearing at the time when I touched the side of the craft. So even through thick rubber, the craft surface is molten hot.
Huh.
As he withdraws, the saucer begins to rotate, In the next moment, it lifts off with a hiss of escaping gas. Just a little,
It's like,
it's a little,
that's the
it's a little
UFO.
fart. Gotta go.
See ya.
Thanks for the poo, pal. I'm out of here.
My encounter with the craft was the funniest shit I've ever had.
Yeah, there is never a guy who's like, honestly, they were funny dudes.
Dude, those aliens fucking hilarious.
They were riffing, dude. You're not going to believe this. Took me up in the ship. They got a pod studio, dude.
Dude, you should hear these guys riff. It's all telepathic, but dude, man.
They got a dude called Glorb Rogan. It's a stage name, but
broken. There's
they're
no boundaries, dude. They'll say anything, dude.
Dude, they talk shit about the Plegors like they're not even people.
They don't give a fuck. They're burning every bridge.
Okay, so the hiss of escaping gas hits as the saucer takes off. A jet of fiery exhaust blasts him in the chest, setting his shirt aflame. He screams and rips off his burning shirt and undershirt, stomping the flames out on the ground. By the time he looks up again, the craft is gone. A dot climbing skyward until it disappears.
That sounds like the alien craft. That sounds like a fuck off. You know what I mean? When the guy touches it, I bet the aliens were inside. They're like, ugh, you just want to like be on our own right now. And they're just like, see ya.
Or yeah, like I mean, we have idiots down here, like guys that are bad at their job, right?
Yeah,
like the guy that shot JFK, or like the guy,
sure,
you know that theory.
Yeah,
but people that are just dumb at their jobs. You can imagine there's an alien that just like, Glorbon, you were supposed to put the camouflage on, and he's like, oh fuck, we gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah, there's two aliens in there. He's like, dude, why'd you land here? There's a guy right there, dude.
Oh fuck, my bad. Blast him.
Sorry, bro.
Yep. So off we go.
See ya.
In that empty forest silence, he's left trembling, his scalp and chest burnt with pain. His head swims. He quotes, or I quote him rather. As I stood there examining the spot, the pain in my head became more severe. Waves of nausea increased, and I broke out in a cold sweat. I knew that something totally unnatural had happened to me. It was having an adverse effect on my physiology. The ground beneath the saucer is strangely bare, as if scraped clean, leaves piled in a neat 6-inch high circle around the rock. He realizes he must get out of there fast.
Oh, shit, dude.
Yeah. I mean, that, even if, yeah, I mean, we'll see. The thing is, there's physical evidence. We'll get to that, obviously, but like the things that I'm describing as far as him getting blasted and heat on his chest or whatever, it's like there's photos. So you can, you know?
Yeah, he's not full of shit.
Doesn't mean this happened.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? He could have been skateboarding on the back of his buddy's truck, holding on the back of it, skitching.
Yeah.
And the truck went exhaust steam.
Yeah, 1967. The guy's tripping on acid. He fell on a barbecue he made. You know what I mean?
That's actually way more likely. One time my brother went to Shambhala, fell in a fire, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Might have been at Folk Fest, actually.
We all know someone who was tripping balls and stumbled onto a barbecue grate. All right? So
we all know a guy with a scar, like his face looks like a steak.
Yeah. Actually, we do know. Shout out Andy Noble.
Yeah, did he fall on a barbecue?
He fell on a barbecue.
Oh, man. Get well soon, Andy.
Yeah. Well, it didn't happen recently.
No.
All the burns are still there.
Yeah, he's still fucked up, though.
Maybe it was an alien.
Well, part 2, the escape.
Oh, shit.
So he grabs
Escape what? I thought the craft
he's got to
left.
go. The craft left, but he's like, I got to, what the fuck was that?
He's tripping out.
He I wouldn't be like, well, that's over.
All right, back to the quartz.
Good thing that's over. I got to keep chiseling here. I got to, what do you do with quartz? I got a watch face to make.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I got some witches to sell this to at a local market.
I've got some futures to tell and people to scam.
So he grabs what he can carry, jackets, tools, staggers towards the highway. Every step is agony. He's burnt up. His vision blurs, and he keeps wanting to collapse. Constipation and dizziness now lead him to the road.
How does he? It's been 20 minutes. You haven't taken a shit. You just assume you're constipated?
I guess so. I guess maybe he's feeling I'm fucked. Maybe he's trying to push one out, but he can't. That was his first instinct.
Dude, I haven't shit for 7 minutes. I am backed up here. This is a problem.
Maybe he was like, I should be scared shitless.
Yeah,
but I'm not.
I should be shitting, and yet I can't shit.
It's got to be constipation. I got to go. So finally, he flags down a passing RCMP cruiser. He said to the RCMP officer, "Don't come near me," leaning on the car window.
Oh.
He says, "I think I'm contaminated, maybe irradiated."
Sticks his head in the car window.
Which is
Get away from me. I'm really sick.
A pretty rational. Yeah, it's like,
stay away from my
you
car.
You stay
then.
away from me, he says with his head in the officer's window. Hey, man, you better get away from me.
Right in his face. Get away.
A pretty rational
I
thought,
was
though,
away.
to be like, I think something's up. I
Sure.
think I got cooked or whatever.
Yeah, you got fried.
So the officer, Constable Solotki, sees his hat brim charred on one side. Stefan's hat, this is.
Sure.
Stefan says his shirt was burned too, quote, but it's in my briefcase. He claims refusing to let the officer inspect it.
What?
Yeah.
He's got a briefcase out in the quartz land?
Yeah, and he wants to keep the shirt for himself for what, eBay? eBay's starting to gain popularity at this point? Real used alien shirt.
Yeah, totally.
So terrified, he backs away from the cop, warning that he might infect him with the radiation. The skeptical constable notes no smell of alcohol and offers help. But Stefan's sweat is sour and heavy. He politely declines. His eyes are wild. He sounds frantic about strange illness rather than booze. So the officer's like, this guy's not drunk, but something's up.
Something's up.
Which is funny that their default is like, well, he's not drunk, so I guess
It
See you
was
later.
aliens. Yeah.
So they let him go. The police let him go. He hails a Greyhound bus and rides back to Winnipeg with it. At the Misericordia Hospital that night, he's treated for severe first-degree burns and dehydration. He says nothing of flying saucers to the medical staff, only that he hurt himself in an odd way, falling in a barbecue. After receiving care and some fluids, he's released. He calls home and waits for his family. But he can't keep silent. He decides others should know, in case this has happened or could happen to somebody else.
Yeah.
He contacts the Winnipeg Tribune, the #1 source of news in Winnipeg.
Sure.
Not the Sun, not the Free Press.
The people got to know. If you see 2 glowing cigars come down from space,
Don't smoke them.
go smoke them.
Don't.
You will trip balls.
Yep. So he contacts the Winnipeg Tribune. I guess the coffee news was busy.
Yeah.
I was trying to get in the coffee news at A&W, but they wouldn't take my alien story.
All right. Well, one you on page 6 in between Libra and Sagittarius horoscopes.
Can you make it a haiku? Yes. So he contacts the Winnipeg Tribune the next day. Reporters descend on his modest home in Winnipeg. They photograph his stripped, his abdomen burns. He's got small irregular blotches that a doctor likens to severe localized sunburn. The newspaper blasts a sensationalized headline, quote, "I was burned by UFO."
Look at his dick. It's all fucked up. He's like, they didn't do anything to my dick.
David, show him your cock.
David, look at his cock. It's weird.
David Reimer, quote, "My cock was singed by the UFO." So throwback to an early episode.
Oh, man, the poor David Reimer.
Please go back to our catalog.
That's too dark. We're not even doing that ironic.
The story spreads
God,
like
that's
wildfire. The story spreads big time, as you can imagine. A story leading with "I was burned by UFO" would. From local papers to international press, journalists eagerly recounted Stefan's tale.
Aliens burnt my shirt.
Look at it. Actually, don't look at it.
Don't look. It's in the briefcase.
Trust me. To them, he says, "The news of what I had seen was spreading rapidly around the world. Some accounts gave validity to my story. Others were quite skeptical. I was afraid of ridicule more than anything else." You know, that's pretty valid. Most of these people with weird stories, I think, for the most part, don't come forward for fear of ridicule.
Yeah. And you know what? I think this is around the time maybe, but there was a big period of time where literally everyone and their dog was getting abducted by aliens.
It was, yeah. And so is it because some people are lying, or is it because there was an uptick of these things actually happening?
No one knows. You don't know.
That's for you, viewer.
That's for you.
But reporters even visited his neighbors and doctor, grilling them on his character. So he admits fear, not of aliens, but of being laughed at.
Sure. Yeah. Because you got newspapers coming in. Is this guy a fucking whack job?
In the days that follow, his condition worsens. He loses weight, becomes listless. He complains of terrible headaches, bouts of vomiting, and a strange metallic taste in his mouth. His family doctor notes a foul odor on his skin. Doctors document that he's lost over 10% of his body weight in just a few days. His burns, though irregular, leave a haunting pattern that fans notice mimic the grid of holes in the scorched undershirt photographers took.
Something must have happened. This man stinks like shit.
Well,
I prescribed 20 milligrams of Axe body spray. God damn.
that's when Old Spice was invented.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's interesting because this sounds sort of familiar as far as the Lewis Slaughton experiments. And him being like burned up, tasting metallic, right? So
hell yeah, the Demon Core shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting that there's some similarities there.
Yeah.
But one eerie afternoon, the burns come back. Over the winter, Stefan prepared a 40-page booklet titled My Encounter with the UFO. In January of 1968, this is about a year later now, he reveals that the painful lesions have reappeared, this time as precise checkerboard of circles across his belly.
Oh, dude, I saw this on Unsolved Mysteries. They did an episode about this guy.
Yes.
Okay, sick.
Photographs show evenly spaced circular marks, unlike the blotchy burns of the year prior. Stefan insists these new wounds aren't self-inflicted, but he refuses to seek more medical attention out of shame and exhaustion. By his own account, quote, "By the evening following the incident, I was totally exhausted. I could talk to people no longer. I tried to break off contact with the outside world. The human mind reels at the idea of such inexplicable injuries returning and haunting him."
Yeah, he was probably just tired of the hospital and shit. I can kind of agree with. He's like, dude, I'm done talking about these goddamn aliens. All right, the cigar burned me and just leave me alone. I'm watching 2.5 Men.
Classic cigar burns. Hey, who hasn't had a cigar put out on their arm by their papa?
Who hasn't had a giant cigar come down from space and burn their shirt?
It was just aliens doing that.
Aliens be doing that.
So Canadian and American authorities now swarm the case. Government archives reveal that multiple agencies were interested. Within days, the RCMP, the Royal Canadian Air Force, and even the Department of National Defense were pulling out old UFO protocols. Stefan later noted, quote, "Then came the official investigations. The RCMP and the RCAF, they had too many questions to ask. Somehow, people seem to have genuine interest in my experience."
Yeah.
So this is for the first time people are approaching him to be like, "Hey, we heard you got abducted and we want to hear about it."
Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah, so that must feel nice.
Yeah, read that next line.
Astonishingly, even the United States Air Force got involved. A team from the University of Colorado, part of the USAF's secret Condor UFO study, flew to Canada to interview him and examine evidence.
See, and this is where this story gets half credible. All right. Because up until now, Two Cigars came, they burned this, Looney Tune, farming crystals at Falcon Lake. It sounds ridiculous. But if this guy really was a true Looney Tune, U.S. Air Force and those guys, they're not coming up here to waste their time. And maybe this guy is a Looney Tune. But if all these resources are investigating this guy, it means that maybe some shit like this has happened before. Because, if I go outside on the street right now and, I'm just holding up a burnt up shirt and be like, aliens did this. No one gives a shit. Nope. Everyone's like, okay, this guy's on meth. But this guy, he's got RCMP, Air Force, Department of Defense, U.S. resources coming up here and talking to this guy. Why would they be interested if this is all total bullshit?
Yeah, something about his injuries or his story must have been consistent with something that made them go, "Oh, this is like another thing." Or this is something like we've never seen and we want to go check it out.
Yeah, totally. I mean, knowing them, they'd be like, "Oh, this lie sounds like a different lie because none of this happens, everybody."
Yeah, we better go over there and scrub that man.
Yeah, we better go over there and let people know that this guy's a real whack job and that nothing happens and that aliens don't exist. But obviously someone up there was like, you know what? Go check it out. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So forensics and soldiers fan out across Whiteshell Provincial Park. They interview him. He claims he lost 13 pounds in 3 days, suffering nausea, vomiting, like we said. He offers to guide them to the landing site. And on June 26th of 67, Stefan and a friend lead a Royal Canadian Air Force team into the bush. Under their feet, the moss is indeed stripped in a perfect semicircle as if something hot had wiped it away. Stefan shows them the scorched patch on the rock where the UFO rested. Investigators collect samples, a burnt shirt, scrapings of the earth, a chunk of steel he claims came from the craft's hull. Inside, soldiers sweep Stefan's cabin for radioactive threats. A laboratory analysis delivers a shocking report. The soil he provided is highly radioactive.
Oh, shit, dude.
Government experts scramble. They pinch their noses and test Stefan's jacket and undershirt, but find no dangerous radiation there. Only a trace of radioactivity is found in a crack on a rock, which scientists suggest likely came from old radium-based paint, like what was used in that era on clocks or compasses.
Weird, dude.
So it is radioactive, whatever it is.
Maybe United States Air Force fucking around with some tech.
Yes.
Did I spoil it?
No, I think that's
a possibility.
I think that's valid theory as far as explaining this if you want to.
Sure.
You know?
Different theory. This guy hacks apart the right crystal, opens up a dimensional portal, summons these beings via the crystal.
Like Indiana Jones. And Indiana Jones was not the rock skull, a crystal artifact of the aliens
No.
or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Anyway, meanwhile, civilian UFO groups also flock to the story. J.B. Thompson of APRO takes Polaroids of Stephan's original burns. The field doctor describes them as round and irregular, the size of a silver dollar. He notes that Stephan told him he believes the holes match an exhaust grid of the saucer. So imagine pressing your face on the hood of a Cadillac. And
He also noted that the man still stunk like shit, and there was no reason for it, as this was now on the man. It had nothing to do with the aliens. This man just refused to bathe.
And here comes sort of what you said. While some think Stephan touched a top-secret spy craft from the Cold War, other whispers of something not of this earth. Stephan himself told friends he didn't think it was alien in a public radio interview, yet the eeriest clue remains the radiation and burn marks.
Yeah.
Across the border, UFO lore is also stirring. In fact, a very small... Jesus Christ, I'm having a stroke. In fact, that very fall, another Canadian case exploded. The Shag Harbor incident in Nova Scotia, that was also in 1967. Men saw a blazing object plunge into the Atlantic, prompting a search by the RCMP, Coast Guard, Navy, and Air Force. And in the northern United States, the military had its own mysteries. A year later, Mano? I don't know that one.
Minot Air Force Base.
Oh,
Hell
see,
yeah,
I'm used to French version.
Yeah, totally.
A Minot AFB crew in North Dakota would report tracking a glowing UFO for hours.
Hell yeah, dude. Minot, busy area. That's where they got all the nukes.
No, see?
And I think I've said this in the past episode, that right when Russia and United States started testing all these nukes, that's where all these UFO saucer sightings started happening.
Yeah.
It makes me think that once we started testing nukes, aliens were up there and they were like, oh, these fucking morons are about to blast themselves off the planet.
And we need them later.
Yeah. So they started
to milk
coming. Exactly. To bring them pleasure. Because we can't feel any. We want to make these humans come. So we got to stop them from bombing themselves. So they came down and they started fucking around and they were like, we're not fucking around with nukes for a while.
Yeah.
And Minot Air Force Base.
Yeah. So his case soon appeared on
Just a theory.
In USAF Project Blue Book files as one of the more baffling encounters. So today, Falcon Lake remains shrouded in mystery. His burns healed into scars and he passed away decades later, still proclaiming what he saw.
Still stunk like shit.
Yeah. On the day of his death, they mostly said, holy shit, so glad he died. He smelled so bad.
Damn, dude. Like, I know he looks fine. Can we close his casket anyways? Fuck me.
Yeah, Canadian media still call Falcon Lake Canada's best documented UFO case. The Royal Canadian Mint even issued a coin depicting the encounter.
Oh, nice.
Quoting his own words that, quote, 2 glowing objects descended, 1 landed, its emission set my clothes ablaze.
Nice. On the coin, it's just the dude holding up a burned shirt. That's the coin.
Of course, the question lingers, what did he really encounter that day? Was it a secret human aircraft, visitor from beyond, or something we've yet to imagine? No physical... Go ahead.
No, all right, let's get real here. What do you think it is?
Government tech.
You think it's government tech?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he touched something he shouldn't have. They were like, we got to go. Oops. And therefore then came over to him to be like, what do you think you saw? How are you feeling? Are you going to die?
Yeah.
No, he's good. He doesn't think it was us. We can wrap this one up, boys.
You think the U.S. or whoever was experimenting with radioactive powered hovercrafts, really?
Sure. Or like, something that we don't really, I mean, it's certainly beyond my understanding or explanation of like, but just based on what we know about Louis Slotin as well, that also being nuclear technology, right?
Sure.
Makes me think that one of two things. I either believe that, aliens were like, hey, don't do that. You're seriously, that stove is hot. Don't touch it. And they came down and turned the stove off for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Or that we were, fucking with cloaking or some sort of just like, I mean, there's certainly aircrafts that we haven't seen
Yeah.
and that we're not supposed to see for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what was happening here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like that theory. I also like the theory that, that aliens were coming down around this point and, slapping the toddler's hand away from the hot stove. Because a super intelligent species, I mean, that's why, that's how they would view us. They view us as little, shitty, 10, 11-year-olds who are fucking around with daddy's gun. You know what I mean?
I think so. I think they would see us as that, or join us on the Patreon for more bonus content.
Yeah, we're ending it now. Join us on the Patreon.
What
We're
do you
gonna
think
keep
about
riffing
that?
this.
That's the end. That's the end of the lore for now.
Sure.
The Falcon Lake 1967 UFO incident, one of the more famous ones. If you're a UFO head, get in the comments. I'm sure you have maybe more insight or,
get in the comments about it.
None of these things are my area of expertise specifically. I'm a jack of all stories,
Yeah, he's a jack off.
I'm a jack off story guy.
Yeah.
If you got a jack off story, I'd love to hear it.
Totally. And get on the Patreon. We're going to be talking about jacking off for 10 minutes.
Yeah, hop on the Patreon, man. This is the test run. Get on there now. We'd love to give you some bonus goods, like we said, some stickers, some Lucy's tickets, maybe, or something like that. I'm headlining the club, Rumors Comedy Club, our lovely sponsor. Thank you so much. Coming up real soon in November, the 17th and 18th, I believe, are my dates. So join the page. Maybe I can get you some tickets to that, or I don't know. We'll figure something out, man.
It's $5 a month. You're going to get your money's worth.
Yeah. So thank you again to Rumors Comedy Club. Thank you to the T-Boys. That's you, the fans of Tyler's again.
Thanks to Tim, our producer.
Yeah, another T-Boy.
T-Boy.
And that's if
Three T-Boys.
If you're a T-Boy, you're also an appreciator of Tim, not just Tyler, which also starts with T. So Tim's doing this right now, which is correct. That's a T symbol with his hands, as if to say time out. But in this case, it's Tim out.
It's T.
Yeah.
Join us on the Patreon. We're gonna talk about the alphabet for 10 minutes. It's gonna be great.
So yeah, if you're a normie, this is your stop. But otherwise, see you over on the Patreon for some more content.
Thanks for tuning in, even if you are a normie, though.
Yeah, we love you the most, to be honest with you.
We love you.
So yeah, see you next week.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.